So, I just recently played this old game called Super Metroid, and I'm actually pretty surprised that I didn't do it sooner. I mean, I've been into retro games for maybe about 5 years now, so you think I would have played debatably the best NES game, like, ever. But I guess not. Seriously, many websites are glad to say that Super Metroid's probably the best NES game ever. Maybe it's just because I was into other things at the time, like Mega Man X or old Pokemon games. Maybe Metroid just didn't really appeal to me. Really, I'm not even exactly sure myself, but now that I have went and gone and played it, I can safely say that it's probably in my top 5 or maybe even top 3 Super Nintendo games of all time. So after playing and loving this one, I think maybe I'll go and try some of the other games too. The opening cutscene to this game is absolutely brilliant too. You open up the game and you get something I totally wasn't expecting at all.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
A voice in a Super Nintendo game. That was definitely something I wasn't expecting at all. You then get a recap of the other two games that happened before it, and it really serves its job well. I really didn't even know what happened in them, so it kinda helped me out. Long story short, Samus first kills this space pirate leader called Mother Brain, and then has to go to a Metroid homeworld to eradicate all of the Metroids there. She kills all of them except one, who she gives to researchers so they can see how to benefit civilization. That's really all I want to get into, because I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't experienced the game yet. Though, judging by the title screen, it doesn't really end up too well for all the researchers. Speaking of the title screen, it's just so eerie and so cool. This is a Super Nintendo game. I was quite shocked to see dead scientists all over the floor, and the striking image of the Metroid in the middle of the screen is quite iconic. I think the thing that makes this game as great as it is your ability to just do anything in any order you really want. You can skip a lot of things if you know what you're doing. Heck, you can just go off and fight all the bosses in reverse order. Sure, it's probably going to be terribly difficult, but you can definitely do it if you want. A lot of this is possible with Samus's wall jump ability, which has become rather infamous for just breaking the game. Wall jumping is pretty difficult for beginner players, but luckily there's only really one spot in the game where you have to use it. The wall jump is hardly the only trick you have to do things out of order too. There's plenty more online if you look. And I think that's what makes Super Metroid so famous and popular to speedrun. If you know all the tricks, you can do it quite easily. And I think I actually might get into it myself. I mean, I beat this game in 5 in-game hours on my first time. It must not be that hard. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I think I'll have to work on that myself, but for right now, I think I'll give Super Metroid a 9.5 out of 10. It's seriously such a great game. Everybody should play it.